Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, out doing some rock climbing in Cheyenne Canyon. That being said, we're going to be talking all about new mechs coming to the game today. We're going to go over everything you guys need to know, what the customization is, and some concept art that was previously unreleased. But without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
So fellow Helldivers, the automatons have been getting some big upgrades that I'm sure many of you have already noticed. For instance, they got their own mechs now with the War Striders, which are absolutely massive and give our own mechs a run for the money. There is some information about new mechs and customization and stuff coming to the game to help us out, especially as we're going to need it to go ahead and take these guys on. There was some concept art actually done by the Helldivers 2 team here that shows a different version of a mech than anything we have in the game right now. It's a much bigger unit than the ones that we do have. You can actually see, I think, the FRV right next to it, and you can see that it absolutely towers over it. The guns look great. Overall, it's a much tankier and more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion, version of the current mech suit. And funny enough, it's actually in game. It didn't just become a concept. Right here, you can tell that it is a much larger version of the ones that we have currently, and because it's a destroyed mech, it's very likely that since they actually already did the model and it's in the game, that we see it as one of the next ones that we get coming up. Everything's already built for it basically, so all they need to do is go ahead and have us repair it or start shipping them again so that we have new forms of mechs. But there's even more stuff like the XO51 Lumberer and other stuff found that the devs have actually talked about, along with customization, that we're also going to deep dive into because we need all the support we can. It is important to know that Johan did do a Reddit AMA / Discord AMA not too long ago. Did clearly state that when asked, has mech customization been considered add-on mix and match weapons? He did say yes, customization is an active discussion, which could mean that the stratagem launcher is the first of many ways to customize our mechs and add on different things, which I think is absolutely fantastic. The other thing that was also pointed out the other day on the Reddit was this really cool concept of a premium war bond called Heavy Metal. And if you look to the right, you'll see a mech right there called the XO51 Lumberer. Now, this is actually pretty interesting. This is an existing mech from Helldivers 1. It was one of the most powerful with, full scaling power right there, but overall was an absolutely fantastic mech to have in the game. And Johan did actually talk about it in that Reddit AMA that I just brought up, that when asked, do you plan to bring the XO51 Lumberer exosuit to Helldivers 2, he said yes, but he doesn't know when. Schmo went ahead and showed us a bunch of icons that are still coming to the game in the very near future. Now, we see some stratagems there, such as the health pack, but one I found particularly interesting was the XO49, which is already in the game, but right next to that is XO48, which means that it looks like we're going to be getting a new mech in the very near future. Now, for those of you who don't know, the XO48 was from the first Helldivers game, and it's called an Obsidian exosuit, and it's described as a continued and specialized development of the XO44 Walker, as it is devastating to low and medium armored targets. Its only drawback is the distinct lack of anti-tank capability. The XO48 is part of the pilot equipment kit. You might have heard that there is a board game that has launched for Helldivers 2. It looks pretty fantastic and really cool, but somebody actually noticed that, well, the exosuit in the game has a stratagem launcher, which is unfortunate because we do not have one on Helldivers 2, and they just don't have it in the game. It does look like these are going to be things that come in the future for customization on the mechs, because there are actually game files, as you can see right here, that does feature the mech suit with a stratagem launcher. In fact, the devs themselves have given us a hint at a lot more customization and features that will be included for mechs. It's been a while since we've got a new mech suit in the game, and overall, I am a personal huge fan of mechs as a Titanfall veteran, so I cannot wait to see more of this come in. Now, on the Discord, there's a ton of other cool stuff there, and I'll go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that is posted. One is there's a full list of the armors if you guys ever want to see. They're all unreleased armors found by Auxiliaris, posted by Schmo right here, and this is really just the tip of the iceberg. I could make an entire video showing off every single different custom armor coming in the game, recolor patterns, and so many more. You guys, I highly recommend checking this out because some of your favorite armor sets might be getting a recolor in the very near future. They're very, very cool. Now, along with that, they were able to show us even more stuff in terms of stratagems coming into the game in the near future, such as a single shot secondary that launches a grenade and has 8 rounds. Along with that, they posted a bunch of new stratagems that aren't released yet, once again found by Auxilius, that are likely to come into the game in the near future. We're going to be the Stalwart Emplacement, which is a Stalwart mounted on a foldable wall, 6 total mags for about 1,500 rounds, and a 2-minute cooldown. We'll go ahead and play the clip here. We're also going to get some new weaponry, such as an air-to-air missile. It's got an unfinished targeting system and 3 uses. We'll play the clip here. Of course, there will also be medical supplies, which does appear to be a clan stratagem. It has a 4-stim only supply box and a 6-minute cooldown. It'll be interesting to see how that works, especially with regular supplies being able to be dropped. Not to mention, on this Discord, there's a ton of stuff about upcoming objectives for the automatons as well. And this one is called the Human Remains. This is part of an automaton objective, he let us know, where you are tasked with collecting human remains, which is pretty grim, but we kind of had an idea because, well, it's a theory that the automatons are actually former humans that were dismembered, a la the bioprocessors that we currently have in the game. There's a ton of other stuff on there. There's entire hashes, along with enemy ability behaviors, all subtitles for lore if you guys are interested in that. Helldiver 2 calling cards that haven't yet been released, the Siege Trooper drop gameplay, along with new Terminid enemies, the Hellbot voice lines, Illuminate Lava. Like, I could make multiple videos all on just the stuff that was recently here. And we've also got some gameplay from Iron Sights about the upcoming Illuminate enemies, so we'll go ahead and show you guys what some of their gameplay is going to be in the near future.
Let me know down below, guys, what do you think about the new mechs coming to the game? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I have my new outdoor channel, which will include this rock climbing session. But until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.